Hi, Cancer. We're almost to December 2017. Yay. So we're going to do your 2018 forecast for January to June. And if you want to do personal for your 2018 forecast, that is available. We'll do the entire year for something that you can look at, 2 different videos so you can go back and watch. Maybe you can manifest things differently or make sure that you're on the right path. So the way I'm going to do this, I picked out all the major arcanas from one deck, and we'll do a major arcana for each month and then clarify them. So in January, we have the Devil. Temperance is February. The Hierophant is March. I'm kind of far away because I wanted to make sure you guys can see the table. I had a comment about that. So we'll see how it goes. The World is April. The Fool is May. And the Lovers is June. Nice. I like it. I like it. So the Devil, January. Is there a Capricorn in your life? Or is there maybe some obsessions or addictions? Or is there just something that you need to let go of because you're feeling a little trapped? So we have the Four of Cups, and we have the Four of Swords. We have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Sun. That's pretty clear. These two really needing to have some rest, really need to think about the emotional aspects of your life, really wanting to have a little clarity on filling that cup up. I didn't even have to ask the question. I guess I just sat there for too long and a whole bunch of cards just came out. So there is a decision to make. There is a karmic cycle to end. There is something that needs to come out. You are overburdened, possibly in a job. You are sitting and thinking, or you're dealing with a Virgo, the Hermit, the Moon. That is the Cancer card. The Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Swords. So there's a decision to make as you sit here thinking about this karmic cycle that needs to end, that is a heavy burden, bringing things to light. Everything that's in the dark coming to clarity. And not wanting to give so much, but receive more, so you are emotionally fulfilled. Because you're feeling trapped, or you're feeling like maybe there's nowhere else to go. You're working so hard on, maybe it's a project at work, maybe it's a relationship because of the Moon. Maybe it's a Capricorn you're working with. But there's definitely a decision with the Two of Swords to make. And you are sitting and thinking about it. But the karmic cycle has to end. This very feeling that you're having with the Devil and the Wheel of Fortune has to end. Does it end in February? The saga continues. You see my jam pants that I have on? Yep, I got some jam pants on. Temperance. Being patient. Maybe being patient with your situations you're going through with work or in a relationship. Maybe being patient with other people, yourself. Doing your reading totally different than everybody else's. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Things are going very slow. Maybe that's why you're being so patient, because you have options with the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. So you have an air sign in your life, or a fire sign, or an earth sign, or all three. And we all know that the Knight of Swords is my word vomit card, and it is headed straight to that Queen of Wands. So maybe you decided to have some words with somebody and you didn't use this temperance. Maybe somebody had words with you and you have to use that temperance. What are the options you're looking at? What are you being patient about? I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, that this is really something like stable that you want to build, something with stability in your life. Oh, look at that. Having a little clarity in love. The Page of Swords and the Lover's card. So do we have three different options of who that love's going to be? Or are things going very, very slow and this Queen of Wands needs to figure their shit out and you're being patient about it. You're trying to find clarity in it. You want to have a conversation, but you're afraid that it's going to be word vomiting instead. Or you could be dealing with a Gemini. But I feel like there's a fire sign in your life somewhere. Or you're embodying the fire sign, and that's why this clarity and word vomiting comes out, because of all of these options. Things are going too slow for you. You say your piece. But I feel like the advice is to be patient instead. And if somebody word vomits to you, be patient. Because out of all of these options, something really good's going to come out of it. In February. Yeah? Yep. 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 March is the Hierophant. Higher learning. The institution of marriage. Could be a Taurus. We did have a Knight of Pentacles. This could be looking within yourself spiritually. It could be taking on learning more about the job that you want to be in. There we have the word vomit card again, the Knight of Swords, and we have the Eight of Wands. So some kind of communication, could be an air sign, could be a communication from a Taurus, or you could be charging in. There's the air sign. The Knight of Swords. Is that a boss? Move that down a little bit. Is that a boss? We have the Six of Pentacles. Do you feel like you're giving too much in a situation? Possibly with a Six of Cups soulmate connection, or we also have the Four of Swords. So there's a lot of communication, a lot of thinking, a lot of pondering. Could be with your family. Giving too much for an air sign because he's word vomiting all over the place. Is that the message? You could be moving away from an air sign. And that's what you're thinking about. But I feel like with the Hierophant that this is more of finding that spiritual, maybe soulmate connection that you really are looking for, that you really want, since we got the Lover's card. But this King of Cups, like, why are the air signs so pissed off in this deck? You see that? And it could be that you're like word vomiting to the air sign. In March, it's April. We have the World. New cycles, new beginnings. Learning new things about yourself in March and coming to April and realizing that there is the end of a cycle in your life. And now you get to start all over again. We have the Five of Swords, we have the Two of Wands, and we have the King of Cups. So we've had three different signs. This could very well be you, of course. You're stuck, possibly deceiving yourself that you could have a new beginning. This guy is like comfortably stuck. He has a foot tied to one wand, a hand tied to the other, and he's talking really happily to a bird. In the traditional tarot, it's making an active choice right before you move forward. I wish you could see these pants more. I could stand up, but I'm not going to. They're Nintendo Wii pants. I have boys. So deception that you cannot start this new beginning. You're a little emotional about it. Feeling very, very stuck. Wanting to have that relationship. Wanting to renew that relationship. That either started or that you still have. That you've had for a long time. You could have been married. Could be married. Oh, showed up again. What are the Seven of Cups options with the Lovers? Is this a possibility for a new beginning? A renewal of a relationship, or it's a Gemini showing up again. But with all of these options, what are you deceiving yourself? That you can't pick one? What are you stuck on? What are you stuck on in April? Oops. Ooh, got the Hierophant again. Could this be a marriage that needs to be renewed? Could it be that you're trying to pick from work? Because we do have the Seven of Pentacles. And we do have the 10 of Pentacles. And maybe in April, you are taking control of your job with the Emperor. Maybe being promoted to a higher position. And now you have all of these options like, what am I going to do with family? I'm feeling like I'm a little controlled. I want to take control back. I'm very, very stuck. But I also I've planted these seeds. Planted these seeds in March. And now I want to get to the 10 of Pentacles, stability. I want a new beginning. But I'm feeling rather stuck. So that spiritual warfare possibly maybe going on inside of you still in April. Remember, you can change this, because if there's a big love in your life that you have and you want to have a new beginning, you want to end that cycle. You want to take a leap of faith, because right after the World, that's the very last card in the in the major arcana, says the World. And then we get to the Fool, which is the very beginning, a new cycle. Ending a cycle, I think that's very cool of how that came out. Ending a cycle and starting a new one. Queen of Wands, the Emperor. Wow, you guys. The Hierophant, you saw me shuffling those. They all fell out again. And the King of Cups, there you are again. So you could be dealing with an Aries, or you could be taking back control of your life with a fire sign. Spirituality. And we have the Six of Cups again. I can't make this up. It looks like this cycle is just, so like you wanted to end that cycle. You got the World. And now we get to May, and you get that chance to take a leap of faith. Take that leap of faith. Take control back. It could be taking control back from a fire sign or that air sign that showed up. Or you could just be really passionate about wanting to take that control back. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, so it could be a Taurus. Come on, kids. You can't make this up. You watch me shuffle. So, yeah. The Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing. She's very stable. She likes to build upon relationships and nurture them. So it looks like instead of juggling this option, there needs to be a leap of faith taken in May. Either with a fire sign or the earth sign. But it's really funny because both of these earth sign and this fire sign, the Aries, and the Hierophant, the Emperor and the Hierophant. They're both very controlling cards. They're both very taking control cards. And then there you are, right in the middle of all of this new beginning, taking control, lovers, soulmate connection. See that? Fire, earth, water. Looks like you have a choice, Cancer. May. And then June, we get the lovers. So maybe you made that choice in June. Maybe you decided what you're going to do, because it looks like a relationship is a really big deal at the beginning of the year next year. Some relationship that you've either been stuck on or that's coming in. Yeah. 4 of Wands. 5 of Wands. King of Wands. There's that fire sign again. And this doesn't have to be male or female. They could, just, let's not take the gender. The Ace of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Cups. So it looks like to me, Cancers, that the fire sign won. Possibly in June. That this was the opportunity. However, somebody was really sad with the 5 of Cups, which happens if you have a choice. But you were fighting for stability. The 5 of Wands and the 4 of Wands, you were fighting for stability. And you really, it's like, I feel like with this 5 of Cups, you're mourning this loss. But you know that you need stability with the 9 of Pentacles. You don't want to be alone in it. So you had to make that choice. The opportunity came. It was recognized in June. Obviously, a relationship. There's a very big relationship for you next year. The beginning of next year. So, congratulations. I'm not sure who the fire sign is. It could be the fire sign is also the earth sign or the air sign. It's, don't get caught up in the gender or the sign. It's just somebody who really acts in that way. It really portrays those kind of qualities. Like the fire sign is very passionate, very straightforward, knows what they want. The air sign is straightforward and knows what they want as well. It's just kind of in a more blunt way. And the earth sign is, nurturing and stable and also knows what they want, very independent. So, kings and queens, very independent. So I hope that this really helped. And, you can always manifest. We always have free will, so you can manifest these things to be different or the same. But it looks pretty cool for you guys to have that kind of big relationship at the beginning of next year. InstantGo app. It's been working pretty well. I am giving that time frame. It's usually between like 15 minutes to 12 hours. I try not to make it more than 12 hours. I certainly don't think that I have. But it is pretty neat if you want pretty quick answers. Of course, it's, earlier than even an emergency video or emergency FaceTime reading. And thank you for all of the donations. I really appreciate it. It is keeping this channel running. Without those donations, I would probably have to have another job, and there's no possible way that I'm able to do this because I am very busy. So thank you for everybody who's donated. And if you would like to donate, if you just feel led to, the link is at the bottom along with the InstantGo app. Reading specials are going through, the video recorded reading specials are going through December. I'm also doing gift certificates, traveling. This weekend, I will be in Woodbine, Iowa for Friday night and Saturday night events. And the second weekend in December, I will be in East Pennsylvania. If you want more information, please email me and I will let you know. And I will be doing love readings, but they will probably be a little bit late. I'm hoping to do love readings. Don't quote me on that. They may be a little bit late because I wanted to get you guys the 2018 forecast out too. So I hope November has been wonderful and December is even better. Bye, Cancer.